Today I started with a 5-minute warm-up on the treadmill before I started my strength training. I'm doing a new workout today, which I got from atumobile.com. It has some new workouts and techniques I've never done, and it tells you to stretch in between each exercise set. Also, with this program, you do lighter weight and more reps. And I can tell a difference since I started this new program. I have been very sore after my workouts, and I have not been sore in a while, and I am seeing results pretty quickly. Previously, I was not able to do any chest exercises besides push-ups because I had a breast augmentation years ago, and I just haven't been able to do chest exercises since. But I'm finding since I started this program with doing the lighter weight and more reps, I'm able to do some chest exercises now. I'm now starting to do my cardio at the end of my strength training now instead of at the beginning like I was previously doing. And I am doing more HIIT training, which is high intensity interval training. I am doing my HIIT workout on either the cycling bike or the treadmill. On the cycling bike, I can go 45 minutes to an hour. On the treadmill, I can only do HIIT for 20 minutes right now. So I am doing HIIT for 20 minutes on the treadmill today, and then I am walking an additional 20 minutes. When I do HIIT on the treadmill, I will run as fast as I can for 30 seconds, rest a minute, and run as fast as I can for 30 seconds, and I just keep alternating for 20 minutes. And I want to work my way up to 45 minutes. After I work out, I take my pre and probiotic by Seed and drink my water with apple cider vinegar in it prior to eating my first meal of the day. It is 12:30. I'm having my first meal of the day. I made an omelet with the shake. I'll put a video of how I make my shake here and also in the description. In my omelet, I have 1 egg and half a cup of egg whites. And then I added in some pecorino romano, mushrooms, spinach, and onion. I'm done eating and I'm going to take my vitamins. So I'm going to take this. This is a new vitamin I started. I'm going to take, it's called Vitamin Code for Women. So I'm going to start taking this, and then I'm also taking my vitamin D. You're Missy. Asher. She's not full, is she? She's a daddy's girl.
A mama's girl.
She is a mama's girl, isn't she?
Yeah. Now Asher, on the other hand, he's a daddy's boy.
Yeah, he's more daddy's boy and she's
Even
more
though he's
mama's
looking
girl.
at you.
But they love us both.
Yeah. Say, throw that ball, mama.
It's 5 o'clock. I got some housework done and some work done. I'm gonna start supper. Tonight we're having salmon, steak, mashed potatoes, mashed cauliflower, green beans, and rolls. So I'll probably eat the salmon, mashed cauliflower, and green beans. The kids and Ricky's gonna eat the mashed potatoes and the rolls, and they'll have salmon or steak also. I'm gonna start with peeling and cutting up the potatoes. The kids love mashed potatoes, and Travis actually requested I made this for supper. I think one of his favorite meals is steak with mashed potatoes and green beans, which is what he is having for supper today. After I peel and cut the potatoes, I rinse them off and I put them in a pot and fill it up with water, and I put it on the stove to boil. I also add in a little salt to help with the flavoring. We can our green beans every year, which I have a video on how to can green beans I will put in the description, but I'm going to go ahead and get those in the pot just so that it's ready to turn on when it's time to cook it. Ricky is going to grill the salmon, so the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get that ready and seasoned. I'm going to put parsley, garlic powder, and lemon juice on it. And I don't measure how much of that I put on the salmon, I just kind of eyeball it and put the amount on there that I want. Travis is grilling his steak and he is going to season it with Longhorn seasoning. And he doesn't measure it either, as you see. He just sprinkles on there what he wants and he rubs it in. The potatoes are now boiling, so I'm turning the oven down and I am going to start the mashed cauliflower. I am going to use 2 packets of the Sam's Club rice cauliflower and some Kerrygold butter. I put the butter in the pan to melt, and then I add in 2 of the rice cauliflower bags from Sam's Club. And I should have waited for the butter to melt, but I didn't, and it was fine, it worked out, but it will be easier if you wait for the butter to melt. After the cauliflower cooks for about 5 minutes, it starts to change color. You add in 2 cups of water and you mix it in, turn the heat up on the stove, and you wait for it to boil. The potatoes are done cooking, so while I am waiting on the mashed cauliflower to cook, I'm going to go ahead and drain the potatoes and mash them. And I'm going to add in about a teaspoon of salt for flavoring. I don't add in butter or milk or sour cream to my mashed potatoes. Usually the kids and Ricky just like butter, but Ricky likes vegan butter and the kids like regular butter, so they just add that in to the potatoes that they put on their plate. Travis finished mashing and stirring the potatoes for me so I could check on the cauliflower rice. It is now boiling, so I'm going to cover it up and let it simmer for a while to soften. And I'm going to make me and Ricky some strawberry Greek yogurt for dessert. I add in 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt to each bowl. which I mess up here, and I put a cup of the Greek yogurt in a bowl. And here I see what I did. So I take a quarter cup out of the bowl. I put too much yogurt in and I put it in the other bowl. So now I have 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt in each bowl. Next, I am going to put a quarter cup of strawberries into each bowl, and I freeze my strawberries and then thaw them out, and it makes it really juicy and more flavorful, which is really good in the yogurt. If you are close to a farm where you can get fresh strawberries when they are in season, that's what we do, and we get a bunch and freeze them to last the year. And it tastes so much better to us than getting it from the grocery store. Next, I'm adding in some stevia. I fill up the dropper full about halfway, 2 times for each bowl, and it measures to about 1/2 teaspoon of stevia in each bowl. And then next I just stir it and mix it all up good. This tastes so much better than the store-bought flavored yogurt, and you don't have to worry about the added sugar. The cauliflower rice is done cooking, so I am going to drain it, and I put a bowl under the colander to save the water that it cooked in, and then I put the cauliflower rice in a blender, and I get a quarter cup of the water I saved when I drained the cauliflower rice, and I add it to the blender, and then I blend it up until it's creamy. When it's blended good, I transfer it to a bowl. That way it's easy for serving. It's 6 o'clock, supper's done. So here's my plate of salmon with green beans, mashed cauliflower, and a bowl of yogurt. And I'm drinking water with supper. Mashed cauliflower is much better this time. Salmon's really good. Thank you. It's right at 8 o'clock. I got the kitchen straightened back up from supper, and I did 2 loads of laundry. But I had so much fun folding clothes, I forgot to film the second one. Yeah, right. But I made a cup of hot tea. My son got me this coffee mug like 10 years ago when he went on a field trip out of state, and he picked this up for me for a souvenir. But I'm gonna drink my hot tea and get ready for bed. That way I get a good night's rest. I have a lot planned tomorrow. I have 2 appointments to go to and a lot of work to do. So try to get a good night's sleep. Hope y'all have a great day and a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.